Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to see how to implement your Coinbase API keys from your Coinbase account to your Cede Store extension. So first of all, come back to this whitelisting email, and if you can see on the details, there is a link to a guide. So click on the guide here, and you will arrive to our Notion page we just made for you. So as you will see, every step is quite well explained, and there is a table of contents. So now we're going to go on Appendix, create your API keys, and select Coinbase. So as you can see, all the steps are explained to implement, create, and import API keys from Coinbase to Cede Store extension. So now I'm going to click on the first link to go directly on the Coinbase website. So we'll do all the login process and see you just after that. Perfect. When you finished all the sign-in and 2FA process, you should arrive to this page. If it's not the case, please come back to the Notion page and click on this URL link. Now let's see how to create a new API key. So I'm gonna click here, new API key, and please do again the 2FA process. Perfect. Now you have to select the different rights you want to give to this API key. So regarding this part, I recommend you to select all, as we want to fetch all the assets you have on Coinbase. And on the second part, permissions, simply allow whatever you want. For this example, we're gonna create a read-only API key. So I'm gonna select all the boxes with the read function. And if you want, for example, to do more, you can also select all, and then you will be able to also transfer and trade through this API key. On this step also, please note that if you select everything, probably your API key won't be enabled directly after the creation. Probably you will have to wait 48 hours before the API key got enabled like this. On this case, you should have received an email from Coinbase explaining to you this point. But for this example, with read-only, I think now we are good. So I'm gonna simply click on create, and it's done. Your API key was just generated and it's enabled. Again, if it's not the case, please wait 48 hours and your API key should be enabled. So now let's see how to implement those API keys from your Coinbase account to your Cede Store extension. So I'm gonna click on my extension, Cede.store, put your password, and as you can see, I already implemented before this video few centralized changes. But now let's see how to implement a new API key. So I'm gonna click on this button, add a sex to your vault, and we're gonna select Coinbase. Now let's come back to the previous page and copy the first API key, which is the public key. So copy it and paste it on the public API key field. Let's do exactly the same with the second API key, API secret, copy it and paste it on private API key. Here you can give the permissions you want to set for this API. So as we said, for us, it will be just read, but please note that you will always be able to change those permissions directly on your Cede Store settings. So I'm gonna click on add. And it's done. Congrats. Your API keys is successfully added. As you can see, it's here. If I come back to the home page, in a few seconds, I will be able to see the assets that I have on Coinbase. I can go here on sex, and I can see the assets that I have on Coinbase. Thank you.